everybody, welcome to my video today. I'm gonna make a card for you guys. We're gonna be using this paper right here. This is so gorgeous, I love it. I didn't think I would like it when I saw it in the catalog, but then once I got it in person, I really fell in love with it. It's really simple, just a few colors, but it makes such a great impact. So this is the, I'll put it right on the bottom of the screen. I can't remember the name right offhand. And don't forget that right now we're in July, which means we are having our designer series paper sale. You buy 3, you get 1 free, and this is one of the sets that you can get that is included in that. So all that information is over on my website or below in the YouTube description, just so you guys know. And then I'm gonna be using this stamp right here. This is the Fabulous Flamingo, and this is the one that I thought was brand new. Like I thought it came out this year, and it turns out it's an older one I just hadn't got, but I'm so glad I did because I love it. So today what I need to do is make swap cards. My team has a swap card that we do. This is our very first one that we have tackled. And I have to get all the swap cards out, but I needed to make mine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you have not heard, right now Stampin' Up! Is offering an amazing deal. When you join Stampin' Up!, you pay $99, and then you get to pick $125 in product out. So you basically get the $25 for free. It ships to you for free, and then this month you get to pick an entire set of ink pads. So this is the settles right here that I'm holding, but it's 10 ink pads. You'll get our new design, our new designed ink pads, and then you'll get the new colors. So if you want to join for an amazing deal and get an entire set of ink pads, now is the time to do that. So if you have any questions about that, you can go ahead and let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I would love to have you join our team. So I'm starting with a Whisper White card base right here. I've just folded that in half, so it's a standard A2 size card. And then I have some layers here, and I wanted to go pretty simple. I thought I was going pretty simple. What I found out is I had a lot of layers, and it wasn't maybe as simple as I had thought. But I wanted to go simple because I had so many to make. So what I've done is I've just taken a piece of Flirity Flamingo, and I've cut just a sliver off, like just 1/8 of an inch off, because this piece, the designer series piece, is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So I just wanted this tiny, tiny sliver of pink around my edge here. I didn't want quite 1/4 of an inch like I normally do. I wanted it to be a little bit smaller. So then this is going to fit right here. And again, it's just going to be a sliver of white right around that. And this layer we can go ahead and put on. So your Flirty Flamingo cardstock, you're going to take 1/8 of an inch off one side, and the top, and then a side. And then your designer piece, you're going to take 1/4 of an inch off, and that's going to give you this great, really fun layer, and it's a little bit different than I normally do. So you can see we just have like a sliver of color here on this side. So then what we're going to do is take a piece of Flirty Flamingo. I had prepped some of this, but I guess I forgot this piece. So we're going to take a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and you need a 3 by 4 piece. And then the Whisper White piece that we are going to stamp on is going to be 1/4 inch smaller. So I've just taken 1/4 inch off that. So you'll see what I mean right here. So these two are going to layer together. But first we have to do some stamping, and I just want to go ahead and clean up the edges of my cardstock to make sure they're nice. And then let's do some stamping. So before we put anything else together, we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to do a kind of a faux watercolor technique. I don't know exactly what you would call this. So the first image you're going to need from this stamp is going to be the full body image. Okay. The second piece you're going to need, the second stamp, is going to be the outline. So this is the outline. And then you'll need the sentiment. So what you're going to need is this piece right here, and then this piece, but we're only going to use one color. We're going to use Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so what we're going to do is, and you can see my ink pad here, it looks a little glimmery, and you're gonna see why, because I had to do all of these, and I did this technique repeatedly, so I got a little bit of my Wink of Stella onto my ink pad. That doesn't bother me. You can always take a spoon, scrape some of it off, re-ink your ink pad. There's a couple things you can do. It just doesn't bother me, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this full body image right here, and we're just going to ink it up pretty good. So it's nice and inked up. And this is because I had so many to do, and quite frankly, I was a little bit lazy with making sure that this piece then lined up. I tried doing several where I was using 2 different colors, and what I found is I was just getting frustrated because I'm too much of a perfectionist. So this is going to be an easy way to not be so perfect with these stamps that you're doing like a double, you know, double stamping. You can do this. So I've inked this up, and then I'm just going to take my Wink of Stella. It's pretty juicy, meaning there's a lot of the liquid and the glitter up here on my tip, and I'm just going to even squeeze that more and make sure that it is really juicy. And then I'm just going to tap it all over the image of this stamp. I'm being super messy. I really want this to be wet with the glitter. So then I'm going to stamp this. And see, I would do that, and then I would do it again, and that's how my glitter got into my ink pad. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take the outline of the body up here. Now, I didn't do the outline of the legs. I didn't think it was necessary, but for the body I did. So what I'm doing is I'm just lining this up loosely. I mean, I'm not making it perfect because that's where the Wink of Stella is going to come in. Now, that would be totally fine to do. This bothers me. It makes me feel like I didn't stamp it properly. So I'm bringing my Wink of Stella that already has that ink on it, and I'm kind of filling it in. It's giving me some different depths of color because the stuff on the Wink of Stella is getting lighter and lighter as I fill this in. And then I'm just going to go all the way over, and it's going to give this part a lighter look. And then it's also going to go ahead and give me a nice glittered image all over the place. Okay, so we can be done with our Flirty Flamingo ink. And then we can go ahead and attach this. Now we'll just do this flat. A 3x4 image layered is a really great way to layer your pieces together if you're feeling like stressed about a card design, or in my case where you're feeling like you have a lot to do and you want to make it easy. Okay, so if I was really brave, I would like make this at a different angle, but I can't do it. I just can't. Things have to be straight. I just feel like it doesn't look right. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to layer this now in the middle, and I'm going to show you a really cool trick for putting our sentiment on. So I have this little piece, and I want it to say, I'm going to put thanks on here. And this is just a little strip of Pear Pizzazz, which coordinates with that. But let me show you how you can use your tailored punch to do a flagged image. So I almost did not get this tailored punch. I really was thinking I was not going to get it. I'm so glad I did because I've used it so much recently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over and open it up, and then I'm just going to take my piece of cardstock, and you can see that I can put this in here and line it up. And punch, and I get a perfect flag. So what I can do is stamp my sentiment. I already have my sentiment stamped on here, and I have a perfect flag, and that made flagging those a lot easier since I had so many to do. Okay, so I put that on dimensionals, And then you can put it right over the legs, or what I like to do is kind of have it hanging off here. And then just add a rhinestone. I had Violet came in and she was picking off these rhinestones and I caught her. So I kind of have a mess of rhinestones piled up. That's okay, that's what happens. She said they were pretty, which they are. Okay, so this is my swap card. Super simple, but I love the colors, and then I love that they were easy to put together. So next week, at some point, I will show you all the swap cards that I received from my team. I would love for you to join us and join in on our swap cards and the fun we have. We have a wonderful Facebook group where we stamp and we share and we just hang out, and it's a lot of fun. So I would love for you to join me this month. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be back later this week to hang out with you guys some more. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.